I am railfanning in beautiful British Columbia in Western Canada. Mountains, lakes, rivers, lots of mainline action, including brand new CPKC engines. And I bet you're thinking, wow, this is a dream come true, and it is. But, it's also a little bit of a nightmare. It's beautiful. It's so gorgeous right in front of me and so deadly right behind me. I'm not loving this contrast, to be perfectly honest with you. So here we are, just driving into the city of Revelstoke, BC, and look, darn it, we've missed a train coming in. Well, that's okay. We'll just follow it. The road follows the tracks, and we'll just pull over somewhere and get some pictures of the head end. And, well, as you can see, there's really nowhere that you can pull over. Okay, we'll just go through this roundabout. And, it's only one lane. There's quite a bit of traffic. And there's nowhere that the casual out-of-town railfanner can pull out and photograph the train, which is right here, right next to us. A pretty unobstructed view, too. It would be quite nice. I guess if you knew where a side street was and you parked and you waited, you could maybe get a picture from the sidewalk through the traffic, if you don't mind getting cars in your shot. And speaking of an obstructed view, so here we are driving and now we've got trees and we've got hills in the way. Darn it, wanted to get a nice picture of these engines. We can't even catch it going over the bridge because you can't hold up traffic just to wait for the engine to go by. Well, I mean, you could, but you might cause an accident. And so, here we are driving back and forth again, and here's a different train, and we go, oh, wow, look at this. Oh, look at this beautiful scenery, and the light is perfect, but there's nowhere to stop. You can't stop and get a picture, and it's quite frustrating when you're excited and you want to get these great photos. So now we're going over the bridge, and it's right to our left. The train is pacing us, and this is fantastic, except there it is. We'd love to get a photo, but you've got the traffic and you've got the pieces of the bridge infrastructure and the railing. No good. I suppose if you stood on the sidewalk, you might be able to get a photo. Thankfully, the sidewalk is on the track side. Here you can see as you're driving along the highway, nope, you don't get a clear shot either because the track is actually down a little bit from the road and there's so much traffic. Here it's going over us. We got a overpass and obstructed view. Now this is one of the rare pull-offs that we found that wasn't terrible to try to get onto or off of. There was actually a lot of space here, and that was great. So we saw this pull-off, and it was safe, and we saw the tracks, and we know there's a train coming, so we get excited because look how beautiful this area is. The light is good. Everything's perfect. And we gonna go set up our cameras and we're gonna get a picture of the train going through a tunnel. Well, yeah, except it's not the greatest, is it? It's an obstructed view. You don't have a lot of choices in angles and you can hardly see it. It's not as good as you were imagining, and that's such a shame. I mean, maybe if you had a drone or something, maybe if you knew the area, it wouldn't be so bad. But again, just for us, here we are driving through the city, and we thought we'd pace it and we end up hitting a red light. Darn it, just not getting any luck today. Oh, by the way, that building behind there, that is the Revelstoke Railway Museum, and if you watch Virtual Railfan Cam, the camera is right about there too. You might recognize the area.
I know.
Right around there somewhere. And once again, driving along back and forth on the bridge, we can see the power. We just can't stop and get a good photograph of it. All the traffic is in the way. So frustrating. It's so beautiful. It's just so hard. And you can see a bridge. There's no place to pull over. There isn't even a place for pedestrians to walk. There's no sidewalk. And speaking of walking, so if you find a place to pull over that's safe, you have to walk into the bushes, you have to walk, there's an incline there, you could fall into the water, and right behind you is the Trans-Canada Highway. It's got a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour, but honestly, I think most of the traffic was doing at least 120, and there are a lot of traffic, a lot of big trucks, and they're just zooming right by. It's right behind you. It's quite unnerving. I think I'm just going to take the shot across the water, to be honest. Oh, and here's another example. So we did pull off, and you can see how short the amount of space you have to get back on that highway where they're doing like 120 behind you. And right behind us is a curve. Whoa, that guy came out of nowhere. He went flying around the curve, barely saw his headlight. No wonder so many motorcycles get hit. That was really scary. That could have been a tragedy. And another example of something that's difficult is they have all these mountains, which are beautiful, but then the sun goes behind the mountain. And you end up with shadows, harsh shadows, at times of day that you're not expecting. So you don't get as much sunlight as you're expecting you to get. Yeah, it's beautiful here in Revelstoke. I really like this city. And there's a lot of action. I mean, find yourself a good, safe spot to sit and you won't be disappointed. But if you're like us and you don't know the area that well and you're driving back and forth and you're trying to find just really nice shots, it's so hard to find a place to safely pull over, safely pull out, and get a decent shot. That's also keeping in mind the sun angles, the mountains that are blocking the sun, and everything else. It's quite challenging. This teeny tiny little pull-off, which you have so little space to get up to speed when you exit it, was about the best we could do to try to photograph across the water here. It's beautiful, and I hope that you enjoy the video that I took, but boy, it was not easy to get. It's frustrating, you know, like you see the pictures and you just don't think of things like the traffic. So much traffic, so difficult to chase the trains and to stop where you'd think there'd be a really nice picture. It's, yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, I'll tell you that. I gotta say, rail fanning right next to the Trans-Canada Highway. This isn't my favorite location. It's not super peaceful. It's not tranquil. I mean, anything you imagine about these beautiful scenic area, it's not. Not next to the highway, it's not. But this is what it looks like, and it is beautiful, and it is tranquil if there were no cars. What looks calm and quiet in a photo was actually loud, fast, and difficult to navigate. I wanted to share with you my experience, what you don't see in photos. I am not complaining. I loved my time out here, but I did find it to be challenging. Revelstoke is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, but it reminded me that rail fanning isn't just about the location. It's about access, safety, and knowing when to let a train go. We weren't chasing perfection, just trying to safely document what we could. I think that most longtime rail fans know this simple truth. Sometimes the story is just in the attempt. Like this and want to see more? Subscribe to this channel and you get to see all the latest videos. Don't forget to push like and share. Thanks for watching.